hundreds of years, many people have used Ouija boards to contact the dead, seeking answers in their everyday lives. But, as some of these YouTubers have found out, you might not always like what's waiting for you on the other side. Number 10. A YouTuber named Stromedy and his friends decide to take a Ouija board deep into an underground tunnel where it is rumored that a little girl was murdered. The group plans to conjure up the spirit of the young girl and ask her questions leading up to her death. They don't appear to be serious and are very skeptical in the beginning, but that all changes when they believe they summoned a benevolent spirit named Abby. 9 minutes into the video, they feel the presence of another spirit when this happens.
It said no, it doesn't mind if we ask how it dies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How did you die? M? You? No way.
Oh my god, dude.
R? D? E?
Oh no.
No way. R?
Murder.
Murder.
The group is completely freaked out and considers leaving, but the YouTuber decides to take a look into the pointer. Abby said earlier that anyone who looks through it will be able to see her true form.
What did you see, dude?
She was standing there and she was telling me to be quiet.
What do you mean she was telling you to be quiet?
She was holding her finger
You
over her
saw
mouth.
something.
He does seem genuinely freaked out, but it's possible that he could just be faking it for views. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 9. A YouTuber named TGF Bro and his friends decide to explore an abandoned asylum, armed with a Ouija board, which they plan to use to communicate with the dead. The inside of the asylum looks like an old mansion that could literally collapse at any second. Strange noises follow them as they continue to walk deeper into the asylum.
Did you get that on camera?
When they feel they are finally at the center, TGF Bro pulls out a Ouija board and decides to ask questions to any spirit willing to answer.
If there's anybody in the room with us now, can you please make a sign?
If there's anybody there, could you just make yourself present?
Came last time, yeah. If there's anybody there, please move the triangle to yes.
The group hears a loud bang directly behind them, and they immediately take off running, leaving the Ouija board behind. One thing that does seem odd is that the third person is out of view of the camera, so it is possible that they were the one causing the commotion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 8. A YouTuber named Danny Will9 records some very strange happenings during a candlelit Ouija session. About 6 minutes into the video, the pointer begins going wild, seemingly on its own.
And that goes through the thing backwards is when
Bro, it's making a figure 8, bro. Yo, watch yourself. I don't want you to burn yourself.
The spirit refuses to let them end the session, despite trying multiple times. The spirit then reveals its name, calling herself Abigail. The YouTuber asks Abigail to physically reveal herself several times, but nothing happens, so they decide to end the session. But it appears that the spirit has other plans for them.
It's not letting me push down, bro. Bro, it's not letting me push down.
Finally, after several minutes, the force is released and they are able to tell the ghost goodbye. It's hard to tell whether Danny was doing this all himself or if this really was a spirit named Abigail. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 7. A YouTube duo named Rob and Audrey decide to take on an interesting Ouija board experiment at 3 a.m.
Is there any spirits out here that would like to contact us right now?
The session starts off slow and the group begins to complain that the ghost is taking too long to respond. The ghost asks to speak with Rob's twin brother Steve, spelling his name out several times. The spirit also confesses that he has no good intentions for his brother Steve.
Do you want to hurt Steven?
Eventually, the spirit stops spelling Steven out long enough to spell the word Zozo instead. The group decides to end the session properly by saying goodbye and are even assured they will be left alone in the future. It appears that Zozo may have been leading them into a false sense of security. As they are leaving, they encounter a rattlesnake, which seems to be paying very close attention to Steven. It's possible that Zozo was sending them a warning sign in the shape of a serpent, but it could also just be a coincidence. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 6. A YouTuber named Chaos Prodigy uploaded this short 2-minute clip of him and his friends. They appear to be out in the wilderness, alone from any civilization. They bring with them a Ouija board, and it doesn't take long before they begin inviting spirits for otherworldly guidance. At first, not much happens. The kids appear to be goofing off, not taking the situation very seriously, even accusing each other of moving the pointer themselves. The spirit is in the middle of spelling its name when all of a sudden, something frightening happens off camera.
What is that?
W?
No, V. It's a V.
There's a loud banging noise in the distance, and all the boys decide to bolt away from the scene as quickly as possible, but they forget to properly say goodbye, which could lead to unwanted hauntings down the road. The boys most likely just heard a forest animal in the distance, but what are the off chances that they actually encountered something paranormal? Something trying to make itself known? What if it was actually a spirit angry by the group's lack of respect? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 5. A YouTuber by the name of Hunting the Dead dares to play with the Ouija board inside of his own home, along with his 9-year-old son, to help him conjure up restless spirits. He also has a ghost hunting device which scans for any abnormal activity by looking for any sudden changes in frequencies. He asks a question out loud, and it doesn't take long before he gets a response.
Is there evil in this home?
The spirit then points to the same number 3 times in a row.
6. 6. 6. 6. Holy shit, 6. 6. Oh man, stop it, stop it.
He then finds out who the spirit is and what it wants.
Do you want to attack me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's on the ass. It went off the freaking board, dude.
Shortly after the session, Hunting the Dead finds himself very ill and decides to go to the hospital immediately.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish.
When you play with demons, you can get hurt.
Number 4. A YouTuber named Ashley Ortega and her friend Corey decide to make an educational video demonstrating how to use a Ouija board. Ashley admits she has experimented with these boards in the past, having some truly bad experiences, so she's a bit hesitant, but eventually musters up the courage to continue. They begin asking questions out loud and are communicated by an 84-year-old male spirit. The spirit refuses to provide much information, oftentimes pointing to random letters or giving no response at all. However, Ashley senses something near her and starts shaking. The spirit correctly tells Ashley her age and confesses that it watches her.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm so.
I'm done. I'm done.
They continue asking more questions, and Ashley attempts to ask the spirit for predictions about her future. Not long after, Ashley's nose begins to bleed out of nowhere.
My nose is bleeding. It's bleeding. I don't know. I don't know. I'm done.
Are you serious?
I'm done. I don't know.
Wait.
It's common knowledge that nosebleeds can be induced by stress or people going through intense levels of anxiety. I do believe her fear and reactions are genuine, but it's possible that she may have psyched herself into experiencing something that actually wasn't paranormal at all. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Make sure to drop your opinions in the comments below. Number 3. A YouTuber named Maximus and 2 of his buddies decide to film their experience while playing with the Ouija board in a shed. Much like the previous videos, the 3 boys start by goofing off and not taking the situation very serious. After some giggling back and forth, they finally decide to concentrate more on the board and less on jokes.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arms up.
Why?
Cause it. What? Yo.
It appears as if the boys try to laugh off the situation awkwardly, not trying to expose any signs of weakness, still stuck between a state of skepticism and belief. Nothing happens for a long time. The pointer stays completely still until another event occurs.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arms up.
Why?
Cause it. What? Yo.
The table falls once again, and all of them claim to have no part in it. My instinct tells me that the video is fake, but who knows what may have been lurking in the distance. If a spirit did happen to be watching, it probably felt angry and disrespected. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 2. After a full day of hanging out with his friends, a YouTuber named Mikey decides he wants to conjure up some spirits in a haunted tunnel at his local state park.
We're about to play the Ouija board, and we're gonna try to contact the ghost that haunts the Hollywood Hills.
Zozo!
Probably not Zozo, but we're gonna try to contact the spirits that lay here, that live here, and that haunt this area. And
the night doesn't appear to be going as planned, with most of it spent dodging park rangers and traffic. It's already almost 5 o'clock in the morning by the time they finally have the Ouija set up. Oddly enough, anytime Mikey asks if spirits are near, there always seems to be a car that drives through the tunnel.
Are there any spirits here that would like to contact us?
Every time we do it, we ask that question, a car comes
every single time.
Every time.
This happens about 3 or 4 times, which is quite odd due to the timing. Frustrated by the high volume of traffic, Mikey asks a final question, and at the far end of the tunnel, he gets a response that leaves him absolutely terrified.
Nervous.
I keep hearing things.
I hear a car. What the fuck is that? No way.
What? Oh shit. Dude. Bro.
Mikey and his friends bolt out of the tunnel quickly without properly pointing to goodbye, which, according to Ouijie legend, means that the spirit was not sent back to its own realm. Do you think this was a real sighting of a real spirit, or were the park rangers or somebody else playing a joke on them? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Before I get to number 1, I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and tick the bell notification icon. That way you can be notified anytime we upload a new video. Number 1. A YouTuber named Jerry Wells and a housemate have been experiencing paranormal activity inside their home for several months now. They decided to seek for answers from the other world with the help of their Ouija board.
And we're doing this because what?
Because we're going to try to find out what's in this house. I don't know how else to try to contact it. We've got to find out what it wants.
If you look closely, you can see the board shaking unnaturally as they speak. Jerry asks the spirit what it wants, and in return spells out B-L-O-O-D, blood. The spirit then violently flips the board over and off the table, leaving Jerry and his housemate absolutely terrified. If the video is fake, then I have no idea how they actually accomplished this. There is no sudden cuts or frame shifts in the video, and you can see their hands underneath the table at all times. Their reactions also appear to be genuine, like they are truly concerned and worried what's inside of their home. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the subject. Do you think Ouija spirits are real, or is it just a matter of the mind playing tricks? Let me know what you think, and until next time, stay creepy.